So we were in Costco walking around and getting a few things that we needed for the house. While we were walking around, they giving out samples. So of course we tried some stuff, and one of the things that they were giving out was samples of an Italian cheesecake. It was made with ricotta cheese, so it was really, really good. So my wife talked about and I talked about it. So we're going to attempt to try to recreate that Italian cheesecake, but more low carb, keto style. So we are going to do that, and we're going to do that in a couple stages. First stage is we're going to actually just make the keto crust for the cheesecake. So basically, I'm going to get the camera ready. We're going to set up. We're going to make the keto crust. I'm going to throw that in the oven. We're going to bake it for a few minutes, throw it in the refrigerator, let it cool off, get completely cool, and then we're going to make our fillings for the cheesecake, and then go through and bake that as well. So, all right, let's get busy. All right, for the crust, we got 2 cups of almond flour here. I'm not sure whether that's too much or enough. I'm gonna put in just a little bit of a tablespoon or 2 of the erythritol in it. I'm not even sure you need to do this. We're gonna mix that in a little bit just to get it mixed in here a little bit. Now, if you want to, you can actually sift the flour if you want. Now, this is about 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to pour that in. I'm going to mix that in. That's all there is to our crust, and we're just going to mix that up. Now, if you want to put some seasoning or flavoring in here, I guess you could. I know some people like the graham cracker flavor and stuff like that. It's not really an Italian thing. So, yeah. Lemon juice would be a good thing. We're going to put lemon juice into the cheesecake itself, but you could put it right into the crust as well. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the crust. I have the crust here. I actually have, I'm going to try to keep this parchment paper. I drew a circle and cut it out. I'm going to try to keep this in here and not lose any of it. I should say, have it move around a whole lot. And we're just going to put that in there, kind of smooth it out, and as we go, maybe we'll try to anyway. We may end up using our fingers a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we thought this would be a nice thing for the holidays, for a New Year's Day party, or for Christmas, or anything like that. You know, cheesecake is good for anything. And this was just it was something different, you know. I think everybody knows how to make a cheesecake or a low-carb cheesecake. There's a bunch of versions out there. But no, I never seen anybody make an Italian one, so I thought, well, my wife and I talked about it and said, let's try it and see how it goes and see whether it's a success or a failure. It was actually nice and fluffy and really light. All right, that's all there is to it. I have a little tiny oven over on my side over here. I'm going to heat that up. All right, I'm pretty happy with the way that came out. That's the way it came out. Nice. All right, we're going to throw this in 350 into the little toaster oven that I have. It will fit at 350, and we're going to do that for about 10 minutes. I'm going to watch it about 5 minutes. I'm going to check it because I don't want to overcook it. Because once we get all the stuff in it, we're going to throw it in we're going to cook it later too. So, all right, let's throw it in the oven. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. All right, so this is the way the crust came out. It took about 6 minutes. It's pretty warm right now, so I will tell you one thing I forgot to put in it. I forgot to put the vanilla in this, so it'll be okay. It'll taste okay, but it'd be better with the vanilla in it. So it's hot. So we'll come back in the next section once this cools down a little bit, and then we'll show you the next steps. All right, so this next phase, what we're going to do is I have a this is an 8-ounce serving of cream cheese. I've softened it. Then I'm going to take some of this. This is the ricotta cheese that I got. I want to use about 8 ounces of this as well. It should be just about half of it. I do have a scale. I was debating whether I wanted to weigh it or not weigh it. So I guess I should weigh it. So what we're going to do on here is I'm going to taro it out, and then we're going to take 8 ounces out of it. That's about 2, 4.5. That's 6.5. 8 ounces on the nose. I'm going to do that. And this time I'm not going to forget to add the vanilla in here. So I'm going to throw in a teaspoon or 2 of the vanilla. Set that aside. I'm going to set this aside. And then what we're going to do is we are going to mix this all up. And if you wanted to, you could probably put the rest of this ricotta cheese in here. What I'm thinking about, and I might do that just because if you like the taste of ricotta, yeah, you could do that. But that's all it is to it. Just whip it up really good. You have it mixed up really well, and then set it aside. And then we're going to get ready to do our next thing here. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is I got the mixer out. It's the first time I've used that mixer since we moved. I know I used to be on here all the time. So I'm going to put 3 cups of, this is heavy whipping cream. Just so you know, heavy whipping cream. One, there's 2. There's 3. All right, and then we're going to put in, I don't have much left of this, but I'm going to put in, I'm going to see if I have 1.5 cups. I'm going to see how close I come to it. If I'm close to it, I'm not going to put any more into it. So these are 1/4 cup, so there's 1/4. There's 1/2. 3/4. And I'm going to put what's left in there. I think I'm going to call it a day. Just because my wife doesn't want me to make it too sweet. Now we're going to whip this until we have stiff peaks. And then we'll come back and we will get the next part of this rocking and rolling. All right. Hopefully that's okay. So those are stiff peaks, so you don't know when stiff peaks, you kind of can tell when they're there because they kind of stand up and all that good stuff. So, so that's what it looks like. That's what we're going with. All right, what we're going to do is now is we're going to take this and we're going to combine this into this a little bit at a time. And we're going to kind of gently fold it over because we don't want to deflate the cream. We want to try to keep it as good as we can. And we're just going to do this until we get it all mixed together or all combined. I think that's actually coming up pretty good. Here, I'll knock the cheese off of this. All right, very good. All right. All right, so I think that's pretty good. We're gonna move that out of our way. This is our pie crust. I mean our crust for the cheesecake. I'm gonna just start spreading that around. again, this is the first time we're making this, so you know, it's kind of an experiment slash seeing whether we like it, or whether there's a different recipe out there we want to play around with. I know there's a lot of them that use sour cream, but I'm not a big fan of sour cream. And I know the one that we had at Costco was very light and fluffy, and it was really, really good. And I can tell you one thing right now. You know what I forgot to put in here, honey? I forgot to put the lemon in here. I forgot to put the lemon in it. No, I forgot. Well, I can put it back in and remix it again. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna doctor this up a little bit and try to put the lemon in it. So, and try to mix it in. All right, we'll come back and I'll let you know if we're successful or not. All right, so I went in and I actually scooped some of this out and I mixed it up back in. Actually, so I put in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice into it to give it that lemony, zesty flavor. And it'd actually probably be good to take some zest and put it in there. So. All right, that's our cheesecake. All right, we're going to take this and we're going to actually throw it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, and it's going to have to set. So this is a no-bake cheesecake. It's really good. All right, so that's it. That's our cheesecake. We'll come back in a little bit here. And we're going to do some taste testing. Well, I just wanted to kind of say, so this is a cheesecake and what's left of it. So, but I didn't do a taste test online because, like I said, we ate it for Christmas. It's a couple days later actually now, and this is half of it. You can kind of see the inside of it. It's a lot fluffier and everything than a regular cheesecake. It is really, really, I think it's really, really good. If my wife's not a big fan of it, she thinks it's more of a like a whipped cream type of a dessert. So it's more like a cream cake or something like that. But it actually held up pretty well in the refrigerator. You do have to leave it in the refrigerator because it is heavily the cream cheese. I mean the whipped cream. I don't know. It's not what we were looking for when we made the Italian cheesecake. It's good, and it's worth making if you like the whipped cream with the cheese in it kind of texture. I like it. My wife's not such a big fan of it, so it's really a matter of a taste, right? So everybody's going to be different, but it came out good. You know, the crust held up well, and yeah, we put some of that jelly on the top of it. Didn't make it look so pretty. I'm sure we could have done a better job. I'm not a cake decorator by any means, but you can kind of see how it came out. So that's good. We'll eat it. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of close the video out and say it was a great Christmas. It was a great dinner. And yeah, if you want to see more about that one, check out my What I Eat in a Day video. All right. All right. I will be putting this recipe online as well. I do have another recipe that I've already written up. I'm going to try to make it with the Italian ricotta cheese one. So it's going to be a lot different than this one. So that's coming up. I don't know when I'm going to make that. Maybe in the next holiday, like Easter or something like that. But yeah, you know. So, but it's something else. And I have some other recipes I want to try. I have a new recipe for that white chocolate macadamia nut cookies I want to try to see whether how that compares to the current one I have and all that stuff. And I got some tweaks I'm going to make in that one. But yeah, just trying a bunch of stuff. Have a Paula Deen's fudge recipe that we're going to try to make as well. We're going to try to make a keto, right? So it is Paula Deen's recipes. A lot of butter in them. And it's one of her recipes. We're going to try to make it. Yeah, we're going to try to make that. So anyway, also if you like the cooking videos and you like what I eat in a day videos, do the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and you guys are awesome. We will see you in the next video.